Sunday service. Hello, I know it's been a while. I've been a very busy little Cornish fella. I've been finishing off the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and I've been over to Texas for a PR event just talking about the game and stuff like that. And now I'm back in the UK, and now just after I got back, I've got the COVIDs. So if I look a bit sweaty and ill, that's because it's very hot and I'm very COVIDy. So sorry about the sweaty COVIDy nature of my visage. um, I got three things to talk about today. Dip, dip, dip. That's too many fingers. Dip, dip, dip. So I think it'd be interesting to talk about how I've learnt how content creators and streamers and influencers and stuff, what their place is in the video games industry. Because if I'm quite frank about it, I think I was always a bit snooty about it and never really understood their place. And I think over the last month in particular, I've got a much better understanding of that. So I thought that'd be interesting. Because I'm an old dog and I've learnt a new trick. Not literally. That'll be in the next one. I'll hold my paw out for a biscuit or something. Second thing was I'll briefly talk about a few of the highlights of going to Texas. And third thing was, oh yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about a little trick I have. If you've got a lot of individual tasks to do, a lot of different projects, and it's a bit overwhelming, I have a thing I've done for a few years and I'm a big fan of it, so I thought we could chat about that. Let's do it. So, social media people, influencers, content creators, and streamers and stuff. I'm an old dude. I've been in the industry for a long time. And when I started, that obviously wasn't a thing. I mean, there was barely the internet. So it sprung up and become a huge part of the industry and a huge aspect of it over time. But really, my first real engagement, because I'm just always working and I don't really have time normally to just watch people play the games that I make. The first real big engagement I had was with the Texas Chainsaw technical test we did, which was like a public beta kind of thing where we stress tested the game, made sure it worked, and loads and loads and loads of people played it. And because I'm very proud of the game, I watched probably hours of footage of people playing it, and I think immediately I realised that they work hard to be engaging, and like while they're playing the game they're interacting with their community, trying to get people in, get their fan base up. In that respect, I guess it's a lot like having a band. I mean, all my years of being in a band, it was all about doing anything and everything I can to interest people, engage with them, communicate, be responsive, and build that fan base. So they work hard towards that, and same with like YouTube content creators and stuff. They have just constant stream of new content uploading and making sure that everything is getting engagements with people. And I don't know. I think I always just thought it was kind of just this sort of peripheral thing that people just played the game and other people watched them, and it was it wasn't tied into the machine of what we do, but it very much is. Like, we're very directly engaged with these people now, and they help us and we help them, and I think it's actually a pretty cool and interesting new aspect of the industry. So it's nice to change an opinion about something, and I definitely have, and especially going to Texas and meeting a lot of the people that I've been watching their videos face to face. There's no artifice there. They're genuine people. They're full of passion and enthusiasm for video games. So it's cool. And there we go. Don't know what my point is really. I was wrong. Is my point. They're valid and a big part of the industry. So yeah, Texas. Yes, I've been to Texas and back promoting Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was very cool. well, I say we, I didn't have any part in it. Gun Interactive, publisher for the game, built a quarter-sized replica of the house from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre film in this amazing space that we're in. People played the game. We had some of the actors, including Kane Hodder, on site and talking to people. I had a really long conversation with Kane Hodder about allotments, as in the British thing of having a little plot of garden that you rent or own in a bigger field. It's a very quaint English pastime, and we talked about allotments for quite a while because it turns out he did a horror film about allotments called Shed of the Dead, which I wasn't sure if he was joking or not, but it's a real film, and honestly, I can't wait to see it now that I've seen the trailer. So, yeah, that was a cool event. Back now and finishing up the game and everything. Last thing I was going to talk about is, because there's been so much stuff recently, I'm sort of looking at my workload of all the different things I'm doing, and there's a lot, and they're quite sort of they cover a lot of different areas and stuff. And this is something I've done for a few years. If I feel a bit overwhelmed with the amount of work I've got, is kind of gamify it. So what you can do is, if you have a full day ahead of you, but you have a zillion different things to do in different areas, just make a list of like 1 to whatever number of all the little jobs. Figure out for each job how much time as a chunk you'd like to spend working on it. Say 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever you need. And then get a random number generator online, or like a smart device or something to pick a random number for you, and then just keep cycling through, because it kind of takes some of the pressure off if you just get assigned a random number. You're like, okay, I've got to clean the house for 20 minutes, and now I've got to work on those sounds for that game, or now I need to update my bio and website, something like that. So you just keep cycling through. Every time you finish and you set an alarm and finish it, get the whatever you're getting a random number from to pick you a new one, and find out what you're doing. There's just kind of a gamified element of chance to it, and it just takes a lot of the pressure off. I find it very useful. I work in 40 or 20 minute increments generally, because I just find those quite enjoyable. And I make some of the things on the list nice things, like 15 minutes of playing a video game, or chill, or meditate, something like that. Just something to so that it's not all a big list of things that are daunting. Give it a go. I'm a big fan of it. All right, I think that'll do me for now. I'm a bit ill and COVIDy and sweaty, as you can see. So let's wrap it up for now. But I'm home, back in the UK, and back working. So I'll be doing these on a regular cadence once again. I love the word cadence. I always feel really happy with myself when I say it. I'll be doing these on a regular cadence once again. So it's nice to be back. I love you guys. If you have any thoughts on any of this stuff, or any questions, comment, and I'd say like and subscribe and point here, like there's going to be a thing here, but I'm very tired and ill. There's not going to be anything there. So just, like and subscribe. I've got COVID. Yeah, I'm going to get some pity likes, please. See ya.